Hey everyone, we are in the cucumber house. So we're going to do a little video and show you our trellised cucumbers. And this is how we trellis our cucumbers. This is a 20 by 48 greenhouse.
I got a sucker, but it's already growing.
And we'll show you, he's going to show you suckers. And
I got a sucker, but it already has a cucumber on it.
so we started the 2 rows earlier. And then waited a few weeks, and then we put in the next few rows so we would have cucumbers later on. So we wouldn't have them all at once. But we trellis them because we don't have a whole lot of space, but this gives us more room to grow more cucumbers on a small scale farm.
Wait about like a month or so, and it will look like a jungle in here.
It was a jungle in here. So to maintain these guys, you pull suckers off. And how we do that is this one looks really good, so he's climbing.
Ooh, Mom.
So we'll go through, oh yeah.
That's just
and they'll hang, they'll get bigger too. So if you go through here, now look at this one for example.
Right here, Mom.
Here is a sucker that is coming off of the plant, and there's the fruit, and there is the tentacles. You don't want to, if you cut them off accidentally, it's fine, it's not going to hurt them. We have it shade clothed in here, so these leaves act as a canopy.
Where's the sucker?
To keep the cucumbers from scorching.
Sucker
like right here.
There's sucker right here.
Yep, you can pull that one too. And how we do it is we just pull the suckers off.
Try not to clip the plant.
Or the string.
The flower. Yeah, or the string.
So that is a sucker. I know it's sad because you do lose a little bit of the fruit, but if you let them continually grow, they will.
Look at this guy. This guy's hanging on to this. I have to clip the tentacle on them.
Yeah, you can. And sometimes they'll hang on to each other too, so that's great. But we clip them up with little white clips. These are called tomato clips.
I killed the tentacles.
If they start to bow out, we'll clip them. And then we string them up. We tie everything.
Look, we got a sucker right here too.
Where, buddy? Yep.
These guys grow in abundance. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Try not to hit that.
Right. So they do grow a lot faster when they don't have a lot of suckers on them, but this is
only
I can't remember how many cucumber plants I put in here. I lost track.
I think about 300.
But there's about 50, 60 in each row, and maybe 7, 8 rows.
Ooh, Mom, look
7
at
rows.
This. Look at this.
What, honey? Oh, that's a nice cucumber. Almost ready to be picked.
People say it hurts on these pickers.
Sometimes they do. We wash them off. We wash all our vegetables, even though we don't spray.
Mom,
we don't use any chemicals. What,
you know what the worst part about cucumbers are?
What, honey?
The chalkiness.
Oh.
You gotta really wash them a lot.
Yeah, they get mold. It's called a mildew. So you can see the difference with the plants that are shaded, and it seems like the shade cloth did not come all the way to the end, so they're a little drier on the end here compared to how green they are down there. And then this is all basil, so I do sell a lot of basil. So we did one whole row with basil. So this is one of my smaller houses, and this is the other small house. We have 2 small houses, 20 by 48. This one's all tomatoes. And these guys tomatoes are almost ready to be picked too. These are all pruned. First 2 rows look like little skeletons. It's okay because we do have shade cloth. And then you see the tomatoes are they're starting to turn pink. We'll put them in a little bit later. But they're a pretty good size tomato. See, they're a little bit pink. These are Geronimos. I do have rose. I do have beefsteak. And then there are the orange. These are all indeterminate tomatoes, which means indeterminate will climb up. They'll climb. And then the determinates, which I do have some in here, they're the orange tomatoes. They will only get about waist high, maybe a little bit higher than that. But they have beautiful tomatoes. The orange ones are non-acidic. They don't have as much acid in them. And that's it for the small houses. I think there's 350 tomato plants in this one. Okay, that's it for the tomato house.